Hey, and welcome. We're here to talk about Little Falls Community High School Student Internship Program. My name is Neil Anishak. I'm the Digital Learning Specialist for Little Falls Community Schools.
And I'm Katie Riitters. I'm a career advisor placed in Little Falls Community High School. I work with rural Minnesota SEP.
My name is Tim Bjorge. I'm the high school principal at Little Falls Community High School.
Chris Graham's Director of Teaching and Learning for the district and one of the coordinators of the Little Falls High School Internship Program.
Awesome. So let's start with Tim. Tim, we have this high school student internship program. What's the question I'm supposed to read here says, what is the vision of the program?
What is the vision of the program? Well, I would say the vision of the program is to provide experiences, real life experiences to students who are looking at college and career readiness. And we can only provide so many opportunities within the curriculum of our high school. And so when we partner with outside businesses and different community agencies, they are able to provide opportunities for our kids that we can't. So really the vision of the program is in line with our college and career readiness program.
Awesome. And then kind of just to dovetail that a little bit, what are the goals? Where do you see the internship program going in the next 3, 5, down the road kind of thing?
You know, we've talked a lot about where we would like to see the program in the next 3 to 5 years. And ideally, I would like to see on upwards up to 25% of our senior class be enrolled in the internship program. I think that's been a goal that we've set. And it's one that I think is achievable as we continue to increase awareness of the program and broaden our partners in the community.
Very cool. Katie, where do you see, or what do students need to know about this program, this internship program?
Well, first and foremost, we prefer the students to be in their senior year. They will likely give up 3 hours or 3 different classes during their day. So it's about 3 hours that they'll be placed out in the workplace for 4 days. And then the 5th day they come back to the high school where we work on like a seminar day. And that's where Chris and myself kind of work with the students on various things, helping them reflect on their experience. And really we're really creative with where we place students. So even if they're debating between a couple different career fields, we like to be creative with that and getting them that exposure.
Very cool. How can students apply? Where do they find the application?
First, we just have them come in and visit with me. I keep a list of all the students who are interested in the internship, specifically during their junior year, because then it gives us time to kind of look for those placements and partners in the community. And then from there, we start looking at their schedule as we build out the schedule for the following year and how that's going to fit in. And then we push out applications in the spring of their junior year and then also in the fall of their senior year.
So maybe towards the tail end of their sophomore year, really start thinking about it and then start talking to you in their junior year sometime?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Awesome. And then what do community members need to know about the internship program?
Really just what are some different experiences that they could give a high school student? Do they have any projects that would replicate something that an employee would do in their workplace? Think about what would they have liked to have had experience when they were in high school to learn more about the career they're currently in, and whether they're willing to open that up to a high school student either for a 7-week experience or a 16-week experience is really what we're looking for.
Okay, so the expectations are either 7 or 16 weeks, 3 hours a day, 4 days a week.
Right, but we can be pretty creative. We have some students that they're rotating between a variety of agencies. So it could be that maybe 1 day a week they're working with one particular agency, or some of our students in healthcare are doing rotations. So each week they're rotating to a different department within the hospital setting.
Oh, cool. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Chris, next one's for you. Yeah. What do school staff members need to know about the internship program?
I think it's just really vital for teachers to understand that they can be some of the first seeds that get planted in a student's mind. You know, I think back to when I was in the classroom, and we hear it as classroom teachers all the time from our students, when am I ever going to need to know this? Or how is this going to apply to the real world? And this is the perfect opportunity for teachers to be able to say, you know what? There are some really amazing businesses or, you know, not-for-profit foundations, whatever, in our community that make use of the kind of skill that you're learning in this class. And did you know that if you're interested, you know, and then XYZ are some options. And so I really think it's important for our educators to start helping make those bridges for our students between the content that they're learning in the classroom and how that transfers into the real world of work. Because kids really don't, young people don't know what those relevant placements could look like. And we're working hard with our business partnerships in the community to bring them in. Last year we had a business fair where businesses came in so that our teaching staff could understand what's going on. Because sometimes we don't get out enough in our community to know what else is going on everywhere, to see what those opportunities are. So we want the teachers to help connect those dots for the students.
Sure. And then, now Tim, what do parents need to know about this program?
Well, I think parents need to understand the importance and the value that this program offers, you know, their child. I think all parents want what's best for their student, for their child, and you know, they can help facilitate you know, some of those questions that people have, can help expand the program. They can be an ambassador for us. If they have a child, we've had, you know, several students go through the internship program. I would like to say that all of them had a real positive experience. Those parents have been invited. Chris and Katie do a great job. We do a kickoff and we do a wrap up and we celebrate, you know, what we've accomplished. And so they can be ambassadors helping, you know, spread the good word of the program. Just to help them understand that these are great opportunities for kids.
And I think what's nice to just spear off of that a little bit, it's nice for both the students and the parents, and I think the parents really appreciate the really practical value of the internship, and that we always talk about how early discernment of your interests and your passions are one of the best possible outcomes. So whether a student goes through the experience and says, yeah, that really confirms for me that that's what I want to do, so I'm going to either pursue it in college or go on to the world of work in that area, or they get a few weeks in and they go, wow, I'm kind of glad I did this because this maybe isn't for me.
Not what I thought it was.
Right,
Yeah.
I mean, either of those are perfectly okay outcomes, and so I think for parents even to appreciate that, because we hope that one of the outcomes is that students don't get a year or two into their college experience and then get that opportunity to have that aha. We'd rather they have it now.
Yeah.
So.
Right. So that kind of, I got a couple questions left here, but we've kind of tackled them already. Any closing thoughts from any of the three of you before we sign off? Katie?
You know, I really think, just to kind of piggyback a little bit about what Chris and Tim had just mentioned, is we have had some students that have had this experience, and while it was a positive experience in their placement, it really helped them determine that that wasn't necessarily the career they wanted to go into. So it can still be a positive experience and they can enjoy it, but yet find out that discernment before they invest a lot of money and time.
That's what our tech interns learn
Right,
right away.
right,
Wait a minute,
right.
that's what computer science is?
Right.
Tim?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, were you?
No,
Tim?
You know, I would just, I guess, like to finish with, you know, as we continue to try to strengthen the opportunities we give kids through personalizing their education, we realize that the partnerships that we create with our community are really the best opportunities for us to give our students the most opportunities and visibilities of what careers are out there for them. Because as we've said, we can't duplicate those real life experiences, but there is a lot of wonderful opportunities in this community. And as this program continues to grow and our partnerships continue to strengthen and our students continue to have great experiences, I see, like I said, I see the program continuing to grow and grow and grow. And as a parent, to have your child graduate from high school with a real good understanding of what they want to do, or as Katie mentioned, I know I'm not going to do that, is a huge step in preparing them for, you know, life after high school.
Absolutely.
It also gives them that networking and those connections with community members that we, as adults, we know are instrumental in furthering our career. And so to leave high school with already a whole list of contacts and networks that they have in a career they're interested in, they're way ahead of their peers.
That's pretty powerful.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear a business person say to you, what an awesome kid, I'd hire that kid right out of high school if they weren't going to college. And then you know that those are some positive experiences.
Right.
Right.
I guess the only thing I would add is that it's just a really nice, completes a nice circuit, because we're sending students out into the community and they're seeing the relevancy of what they're learning and how to apply that. And then also we're actively engaging those community businesses and industries to say, what else do you need in your students? I mean, we want to be responsive to that as a school district. So there are things that we know we're doing really well, and there are things that as we try to prepare students for the future, what more can we build here systemically in our district to create a student who is most career and college ready as they leave our doors? And so it really completes a nice circle of communication and collaboration that's been pretty powerful so far.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.